It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. It's 9:36 a.m. You're watching Breakfast Television. We're talking to Kelley Scarsbrook, who has a syndicated column on the subject of staying at home as a mother, trying to juggle family and financial. And it's possible to do it. It
is possible, absolutely.
We asked people for emails. We have one here. I'm a 24-year-old stay-at-home mom of two. She's got a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old. Living off one income, a little hard for the husband and herself to hire a babysitter, watch our children so they can go out. Her family's all back east, his family's here, but they're not thrilled, apparently, about taking a whole evening once a month to watch the children. Yeah. They become stressed, they make a big deal out of it. How do my husband and I find time for each other and not have it cost us a ton of money as well? Not having that she doesn't want somebody new coming into the home every time they want to go out.
Oh, yes.
So what do they do there?
Yeah, that's a common problem. You know, for my husband and I, because we're on a strict budget too, what we've managed to do is set our date nights in the home a lot of times, where we create the illusion of having a wonderful outing where we have a homemade meal.
Does that require locked doors? No, you can't come in.
Children are in bed. You know, it might be a little bit later where we have a nice home-cooked meal, maybe rent a movie, you know, and make it a very special night.
There is nothing really spontaneous when you have children. You do have to be deliberate, and you do have to plan it, or it's not going to happen.
That's right. Yeah, it has to be very much planned and thought into it. Yeah. And I think, you know, as well, you know, with respect to this woman, she might, I don't know if she has a friend who, you know, also has a child her child's age, where maybe they could swap or something like that. That might be another way. So babysitting, and you're not bringing anybody necessarily new into it, but somebody who can trade with you for an evening, right?
I just thought, you know, spontaneity, that's what got you into this problem in the first place.
Right.
A little more family planning, perhaps. All right, now you have a home-based business.
Yes.
Home-based businesses are not anything new. I mean, that's really been the rage for the last 10 years or so.
They're on the rise, absolutely.
What are the key to successes as a woman in doing that?
I think that essentially you don't want your home-based business to overshadow why you're at home with the children in the first place. Right. So learning to, we talk about, you know, scheduling. For me, I do all my consulting at nighttime. I schedule, if I'm meeting with a mom, we do it in the evenings or weekends when I have my husband there to look after children, shutting off during the daytime. Everybody's, you know, idea of being successful with their business is going to be different. For me, that's what it's amounted to, is taking the sacrifice, doing it at nighttime and that sort of thing.
It can be a long road to hoe, though. I know people that think they've got a great product. I've done stories on people.
Yeah.
And they are stay-at-home moms. Yes. But boy, they still have to go and do the trade shows, and they got, I mean, marketing and all of that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Bringing their skills to bear and their education, because a lot of women feel that they've wasted their education somehow if after university, perhaps they get married and have a child, they stay home.
Right. No, absolutely not.
There are ways to use it.
Well, I mean, first of all, if those talents and a whole bunch of other talents start coming into play that you weren't even aware of when you start looking at ideas to go into business for yourself. You start, capabilities start just to come to you. And so your education definitely plays a role. Don't ever underestimate that. And, you know, being at home with your children, again, is, you know, if this is what you want to do, there are going to be sacrifices. I don't pull any punches with moms. It is going to be tough, but the thing is, you're investing in your children's future, and you're being there for the formative years, and that's going to be your reward.
What do you consider the formative years?
0 to 5, essentially. 0 to 5. Essentially.
So they're into kindergarten, they're into grade 1.
And moms can start investing more time into their home-based business at that point. You know, this might be a point where you're growing your business, and as they grow, you start putting more time into it.
Are banks more amenable to loaning women money for home-based businesses?
Yes, and actually, you know, there's a small-based business, because they're on the rise and that sort of thing. There's Small Business BC, Women's Enterprise Center, another great resource for moms. And they offer loan assistance, low interest rate loan assistance.
So don't go in thinking you're helpless and you're all alone. There's lots of resources to tap into.
Absolutely.
But you need a plan.
Yes, business plan find is crucial. Even if it's just in point form and thinking, you know, a few things through, like your market, how you're going to reach people, budget, all the stuff, the startup costs, that sort of thing, where you envision it going in 5 years from now.
I mean, we do live in a great age where so much of this can be done at home, and we've got the technology to do it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Email is a wonderful thing.
That wasn't an option 20 years ago.
No.
But then home-based businesses weren't really.
Well, they were, but you know what? They weren't what they are today. You know, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with it, but things like Avon and that sort of thing, which is a great way to start and that sort of thing. But women have become so creative with the ideas of going to business for themselves. The possibilities are limitless.
My wife was an Avon lady for 25 years.
There you go.
There you go. Thanks very much, Kelley. Thanks for coming in. You can get more information on our website about the advantages and the plan to be a stay-at-home mom, if in fact that's an option you wish to choose. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what's happening out there at Malkin Bowl with Theater Under the Stars. Here's Val.